Morena koutou, kia ora everybody. Welcome into our session this morning. Hope everyone's well. Start with our karakia. Jump into our mahi. Tupi rua te tupi roa, te tupi nāti, tēnei tupi nā rungu ue te mana. Ka henga tāne ka tākoto kei raro kei ngā manu I rungu I raro tāwhiwhi te tupi nei, ka te tupi kei Hawaii ki ka tapu ka noa tēnā te hau o tū, ko te hau o tāwhiri mātia. Wārea ki runga, wārea ki raro tākoto, tūturu whakamoa ki a tīna, haumi e hui e, tāi ki e. Morena koutou. Some of the time that we spend, the first 10-15 minutes, we kind of tuning into the ability to select and instruct our energy. So through our just being still, we can sort of find those places. Sometimes for me it's hard to just be still. It's like quite a simple thing, but I remember working with youth and they found it quite difficult, but it is one of the most simplest things. But the body and everything, the conditioning of everything wants to get up, move, do a lot of things. The monkey mind wants to jump around, so it's always keeping those, working at those skills of settling things back down, resetting ourselves, breathing into life, breathing into the self, breathing into the space, and really observing how we think, what we think about. Thought will broadcast the energy out, feeling will draw the experience back. So it is really putting your whole self into the space that you are moving towards, that you are seeking, that you are, and the journey between here and there will unfold in its own space. It will energetically will unfold and the road will kind of appear, if you want to call it that. But the how-to, you can really leave the how-to to the trusting in the bigger thing that is bigger than us. Just a kōrero to some of the feedback that's come through. Just to make mention also gratitude, much gratitude for the koha that came through. There was only a couple of us here on Monday. For the koha that came through, very unexpected, very beautiful to receive. And for a long time, that was a big one for me, was receiving. Or I was told yesterday, take the gold coins. But receiving was a big one, and receiving I find is a big one for a lot of us, just to accept and receive. Another one is the self-aroha, spending time with ourselves, having something just for yourself, just for that space. I know a lot of kōrero comes back to there's no time, very busy, too busy, but it was always, it is, in my kōrero, it's paramount to find those spaces for ourselves. We spend a lot of time out here. It's paramount to give ourselves time here. Really pivotal to our well-being, pivotal to what kind of generates from us into our whānaus and communities. And just create a wellness within ourselves, and it sort of draws and cuts, starts to sever a lot of energy that we still have connected to past experiences and things like that we draw upon when the internal landscape starts to detect anything similar, and we kind of lay it in front, and then sometimes we wonder why things don't change. So to not change and expect a different outcome can be a little bit tricky. Some call it insane, but it's a very difficult one to have. Just to make mention, just a much gratitude for that koha that came through, and also the kōrero that came through along with it, and some of the pūrākau that come through about people's journeys and coming back from places that really take us down the road, and the ability to come back from down those roads and really find the self, and things through this one kōrero, things through addictions, and sort of coming back through the doorways of our taha Māori, and looking into other things that are out there, other tools, which this place is about, this Ngākau Oho, a koha of different tools, a set of things that we can use to maintain, create, come back to the heart. come out of the head, out of the analytical mind, and come back to the heart. It's only a foot, but it will be a very long journey for many. And just to hear those pūrākau are quite inspiring and help us keep moving. So sharing those kōrero, about those places and really sort of driving ourselves back to a centered place, and just coming back into a flow of life as opposed to and we are responding and not reacting to many things. So I'd just like to make mention to that. Sitting in gratitude is a big one for the mahi that I sit in, because it acknowledges already something that's happened. So when we always give thanks, it's always after the event. If we can practice a sense of gratitude before the event happens, a sense of gratitude to the event that we are drawing towards us, you will feel that immerse yourself in it. So gratitude in two directions. After we receive or before we receive. When you sit in those places, that starts to draw the experience to you. Awesome. So I just wanted to make mention to those places and love the pūrākau, and very inspiring for us to, all these experiences we have, addictions and all of these sort of things that we can sort of come back from and centre ourselves. And when we do that, it gives permission to whānau around us to actually step into their space and find a way for themselves. And because it can get a little bit tricky when we sort of shift our vibration or shift our connection. We start to disrupt things around us, because the energy around us is not used to us shifting our level of consciousness. So we'll kind of sort of have to shimmer a little bit and then reconnect and settle again. So in those aspects, it kind of gives our whānau permission to be a little bit vulnerable, to really sort of look into those spaces and maybe inject a little bit of effort and time into themselves and coming back into their centre. So yeah. So just that short kōrero this morning. So thank you, brother, for sharing that kōrero with us. Was really, really inspiring to see. And really, it's the things that keep us going, that we feed each other kai, so we can, all shift back. The waka, it moves together, so no one falls off. So that's the kaupapa I like to stick to, so we sort of don't lose anyone on the journey back. Nō reira, I'll come back to the first session. This one, if you weren't in the earlier times, this track that we're going to open the Tinana to is actually a track that acknowledges the Ganga, the Ganges River. I've spent some time in India. It's a river that runs from the Himalayas all the way through the centre of India, very acknowledged as quite a sacred river for them. The water, so they cleansed, everything was done there. Many times the burials or the passings of whānau, a lot of the stuff would go to the Ganga. She was considered a very spiritual place, spiritual energy. Awesome. If you're coming in, just relax, find you a little space, bring your rākau. Just start with opening the body, move into a small session of stillness, and then we start activating through the body. Create movement through the body, it's a big one. Keep out our holistic space moving. Also kai, it's also come up, what we are eating, what we are putting into the tinana. Awesome. Might find your space. Okay, morena everybody, welcome into our space. Deep breath in, haki roto, haki wako. Drop the chin to the chest. Just to start opening up the body. Just go to your ability. Keep our back erect and straight. Allow your breath to take its natural flow. With more of a stretch, bring the arms up onto the back of the upoko. Just allow the weight, the pressure, just to draw more stretch. All from the back, the base of the skull, all the way down into the spine. Toru, rua, tahi. Kiro ki runga. Just hands under the chin if you feel you need more of a stretch. Push through the kaki, open the koka, through the throat. Toru, rua, tahi. Back to centre. Kiro ki Maui. Looking to the left. Draw the chin over the shoulder. Drop the eyes behind the shoulder. Pop up to the floor and you'll feel it pull more into the stretch. Opening up this pathway. A lot of energy moves through the kaki. Toru, rua, tahi. Right, kawhiti. Ngākau. Chin over the shoulder. Eyes behind. Pop up. Create the stretch through the turning of the kaki, the neck. Just feel it opening up this pathway through here. Toru, rua, tahi. Back to centre. To the upoko, left ear to the left shoulder. From Tamaki, it's like Spaghetti Junction through here. There's a lot of traffic, a lot of signals come through here. Just keep our head, eyes looking forward. Toru, rua, tahi, kawhiti. The right ear to the right shoulder. If you need more of a stretch in this one, like before, just bring your arm up and just allow a bit of pressure through the hand, just to open up down the side of the kaki. Right, back to centre. Deep breath in. By stretching, out the breath, move forward. It's really stretching out through the arms, through the shoulders, down through the back. Sometimes I just like to move from side to side, just pulls the stretch in a little bit further, all the way down into the lower back, into the hope, especially if you're sitting cross-legged. If you are on a chair, just try and have a chair where your feet are flat on papa. Toru, rua, tahi. Right, back up to centre. Deep breath in. Exhale the breath into the same stretch. Lean forward, see if you can go a little bit deeper. Just look open, create some suppleness through the tinana. Just to have the space active. Still the space of blocking a lot of stuff that sits in the body. Through movement is another one. We all use it, have used it for a very long time. Toru, rua, tahi. Back up to centre. Haki roto. Haki waho. Chin to the left knee. Remember the front hand across the tinana. The further you push it across, you'll feel it stretch all the way down through the back of the arm. Further into that lower hope, the lower opposite hip, especially if you don't have a lot of physical activity and mahi during the day. These are really good. Toru, rua, tahi. Back up to centre. Kawhiti, ki roto, ki waho. Chin to the right knee. Draw the arm in front, stretch across the tinana. Feel it stretch into the hope. Good stretches after training if our tinana is sore. But also times to listen to our tinana. Listen to what's happening. Tuning into our space, our holistic self. Toru, rua, tahi. Back up to center, haki roto, haki waho, elbow to the floor, Maui, just draw that arm over the top. Just let the weight of the arm hang over the top of the upoko, keep the shoulder back so the chest doesn't close. Try and relax the body, just maintain your natural rhythm of breath. It's a really general and nice way, not general stretches, but just nice ways to open up and engage into the space. Keeping the physical well as well. Toru, ua, tahi. Back up to center. Kawhiti, ki roto, ki waho. Right elbow to the floor, draw the left arm up over the top. Oh, it's a good stretch in there this morning. Be something in the hook bit, the lower back. Just keep that chest back, down the shoulder back, the lower mind, that shoulder. And let the weight do the stretch all the way down to the amo of the whare, of the tinana, all through the ribs, down into the hope. Toru, ua, tai. To center, find your space. Haki roto, haki wa. Closing the eyes. Starting to move away from our environment, our external environments. Starting that little hikoi inside. Eyes are closed, begin to relax the body, relax the tinana. Up through the back of the kaki, all through the scalp, through the forehead, down through the kanuhi, karu that you feel the waha. Relax into the jaw, relax the jaw. The koka, down through the front of the kaki. Just release and relax any resistance that's coming up. Settle the tinana, settle the body. Give attention of the mind to the breath and allow that natural rhythm. Relaxing down through the shoulders, through the arms, through the elbows, the forearms, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Release and relax, keeping the back erect. Just allow your natural rhythm of breathing. Flow in and out of the tinana. Drop the shoulders, relax through the poho, through the chest, the shoulder blades at the top of the back. Relax into the center of the back, down into the solar plex area, the upper puku, down into the lower puku, into the lower back. Relax down the sides of the tinana, all through the ribs. Relax all the internal spaces. Relax down into the hope, through the uri. Relax through the waiwai, all through the thighs, the top of the legs. Relax into the knees, the turi. Relax down through the calves and the shins. Down into the ankles. Through the feet. All the way to the tips of the toes. Just release and relax. Start to elongate your breath. Longer, slower and deeper. Just feel the breath. Put your attention where your breath is moving through. Expand the whole body with breath. Feel it enter the whole tinana, all the way through to the tips of the fingers, the toes. Feel the breath moving through the muscle, through the flesh, through the bone, through the skin. Feel it moving through the center of the tinana. Feel it moving through the three hearts. By 3 deep breaths from Māori, Hākiroto, all the way up through the center of the tinana. All the way to the pumotomoto, to the crown. Release the breath. Ano, Hākiroto. Follow the breath, long, slow and deep, through the calmness of your center, all the way to the crown, to the pumotomoto. Release your breath. Ano, Hākiroto. All the way through the center. Feel the power of your calm space. Release your breath. Bring your attention to the center of the pūmanawa, center of the puku, your emotional whare. Elongate your breath. 3 breaths in. Release our breath. Now focus to the space, Hākiroto. Feel the breeze of your breath. Tap the center of this heart. Hākiwaho. Through the breath, just pull from the puku. Release anything, any resilience, anything that comes up. Hākiroto. Long, slow, deep breath to the center of the pūmanawa. Our first heart. Feel its breath. Hākiwaho. Just release any resilience in the body. Hākiroto. Keeping the back straight. Feel the breath enter its center. Stir those places. No longer serve us, and release on the exhale. Relax the body. Let any resilience go. Bring our attention to the center of the poho. Ngākau manawa, manua. 3 deep breaths, Hākiroto, into the center of the heart. It's on the center of the chest if that helps. Hākiroto. Feel the breath enter its center. Hākiwaho. Hākiroto. Hakiroto, your last breath into the center of the core, center of the chest, into the heart. Sit with the breath. Feel its breeze touch the center of the space of its field. Haki waho. Bring these two hearts into alignment. Our pu manawa. Our manawa, 3 breaths into the 2 hearts simultaneously. Hakiroto. Feel their alignment. Haki waho. Inhale, hakiroto. Aligning these 3 hearts, feel the breeze of the breath. Haki waho. Hakiroto. Feel the breath into the 2 hearts simultaneously. The breath in. Feel in alignment. Exhale. Haki waho. Bring our attention to our whatumano. The all-seeing heart. Draw our first breath, hakiroto, into the center of the upoko. Keep the back erect. Haki waho. In resilience, feel the breath. Empty the mind. Hakiroto. Feel the breeze of your heart. Touch the center of the whatumanoa, the all-seeing heart. Haki waho. One more breath, hakiroto. Haki waho. 3 breaths, aligning the 3 hearts. 3 breaths simultaneously into the 3 spaces. Hakiroto. Haki waho. Hakiroto. Feel the 3 hearts align in the center of the tinana. Feel the breath. Haki waho. One more breath, hakiroto. The breeze of your breath into the 3 aligned hearts simultaneously. Fill the whole space with your heart, breath. Haki waho, exhale. By our 3 breaths from our wiri, from the base, the spine, feel the breath up through the center of the 3 hearts. Hakiroto. Through the pu manoa, the manoa, the whatu manoa. Touch the crown, pu moto moto. Release your breath. To papa. Hakiroto. Haki Hakiroto. Through your center hearts, through the alignment, through the center. Your energy into the creative spaces of your knowing. Haki waho. Slowly coming back to our tinana. Just holding that space without breaking its energy. Slowly rising into our space for our kotipito. Start to engage our tinana physically. Find your space. Just follow through if you haven't been. Starting to tai rā whiti. Kamanui te rā. Place up the rising sun. Find your pose position, feet a bit wider than the hope. You've been here a little while, you'll find your space. I like to slight bend in my knees. Hold your energy, haki roto, draw the breath. Haki waho. Haki roto, start to engage through the tinana to your ability, haki waho. Haki roto. Haki waho. Ko te pito to your center. Tūwhera mai kia rangi nui. Arms wide stretched towards rangi, tā maua kia papa tuanuku. Acknowledge the energy of papa. Return unto its center, pulling ourselves in the world of light. Ko te pito. Rutia te mauri. Knowledge, grasp your life force. He oranga Wairua. Hei oranga Hinengaro. Hei oranga tinana. Hei oranga Whānau. Ko te pito. Return to your center on its both sides. Te tūtama tāne. Male essence. Te tūtama wahine. Feminine essence. Return unto its balanced center. Ko te pito. Hoki whakamuri. Ka ngātu ki ngā tupuna. Hei oranga. Stretch wide. Ngauri. Wakaheke. Ko te pito. For our generations to come, for us to be well. Tukuna ta mauri, korero mai, ti hei. Ka tai rā whiti, huri ki te tai tonga. Why start to accentuate the movements. To draw energy through the body, haki waho, haki roto. Body the movement, find your fluidity, haki waho, haki roto. Haki waho. Ko te pito, to your center. Tūwhera mai kia rangi nui. Tā maua kia papatuanuku. Ko te pito. Please return to your center. Rutia te mauri. Grasp your life force. Hei oranga Wairua. Hei oranga Hinengaro. Hei oranga tinana. Hei oranga Whānau. Ko te pito. Te tūtama tāne. Ko te tūtama wahine. Ko te pito. Turn to your center. Ki whakamuri. Ia atu ki ngā tūpuna. Hei oranga. Ngauri. Wakaheke. Ko te pito. Be well for our generations. Ia atu ka. Tukuna ta mauri. Korero mai, ti hei, ko mea tai tonga. Huri ki te tai hauauri. Ākina. Āputa. Ākina. Āputa. Ākina. Āputa. To your centre. Whera mai kia rangi, ka mōwa kia papatuaruku, ko te pito. Utia te Māori, hei oranga Wairua, hei oranga Hinengaro, hei oranga Tinana, hei oranga Whānau. Return to the centre. Te tūtama tāne, te tūtama wahine, to its balanced centre ko te pito. Ki whakamuri, a wātu ki ngā tūpuna, hei oranga, o Māori, whakaheke, ko te pito. Tūkuna ta Māori, tihei, huri ki te tai tukarau, always our four directions, all people, our four winds. Hākina, hāputa, hākina, hāputa. Return to your centre. Tūwhera mai kia rangi nui. Tā maua kia papatuaruku, ko te pito. Utia te Māori. Be well your spirit, be well your mind, be well your body, be well your family, your friends, your father. Return and maintain your centre. Te tūtama tāne, a masculine side, ko te tūtama wahine, feminine side. Return into its balanced centre. Hoki whakamuri, ātu ki ngā tūpuna, hei oranga, o Māori, whakaheke, ko te pito. Tūpuna ta Māori, tihei, hākina, rhythm, hāki waho, eyes closed, hākina, hāputa. Arms face forward, tilt the shoulders back, lift the upoko. Feel the rise of your tamanui te rā. The life giver within you. The warmth within your manawa. Hakiroto. O everything, haki waho. Feel the energy awaken to the physical self. So I bring our Rākau up this morning. Aroha mai, just use our long Rākau this morning. Right, it's a nice time just to tune into the self. Another one of tuning into our own space, our four haimata. Under the toes, under the knuckles, through the centre of the arch or into the heels. Hei kia koe. Find what's feeding you this morning, where you need to tune. I'm just bringing my toes over this morning, just my toes over the Rākau. Just find your space. Remember, if you're into the front of the feet, lift the heels, it will bring pressure into the front of the feet. And just to drive a bit of pressure through our haimata. Really, these ones are really good for our internal spaces. Right, I'm just under my toes this morning. Draw our pressure into our haimata, to where we are. If you're under the centre of the heels, obviously we lift the toes and slowly the weight will move back into the heels. Deep breath, hakiroto, haki waho. Just to where you are, these can be a little bit intense at times. Toru, rua, tahi, ka pai ata haere, bring our weight to our left waiwai. Again, lean forward if you're to the front of the foot, if you're on the heel, lean back, bring our pressure to our left waiwai, maui. Just feel that pressure coming through the internal organs, allowing those places to open, spark, ignite. Lima, wha, oru, tua, kahi, kapai, aka haere, kawhiti. Shift our weight slowly to our other waiwai. Let's bring our pressure on again. Just hold that space. These are really good for through the heels. It's good for posture, things like that, but always good to go for a walk on papa with no shoes on. Take your shoes off. Rima, wā, toru, tua, kahi, ka haere. Come back to our centre. Bring our pressure on one more time into the place that you've chosen this morning, to the high mata. Yeah, our shoes really kind of can disconnect us, all the synthetic soles that run through our shoes. It's like an electrician going to work. He wants to disconnect, we want to go the other way. Reconnect to papa. Rima, wā, toru, tua, tahi. Bring your pressure off. Again, we need to do it in the evenings. Walk that out. It was a good one this morning. And it'll change, whānau, it'll change depending where we're at, what's happening with ourselves, things like that. Kapai, one of our original first starts in the high mata. Kapai, bring our rākau up. Palms down. Our usual wake up, opening the tinana. Straight up over the upoko, and just go to where your ability is. Sometimes you can just go up over the head. But really just find your space and just develop, keep it a practice. Slowly open the tinana all the way back up. Now count off, tahi, tua, toru, wā, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Right, I've had a call to roll the shoulder, mahi pēnei. And at a time, just open these up a little bit more. 5 each side, tahi, tua, toru, wā, rima. Kapai huri, come back the other way. 5 the other way. So keep our balance. Tua, toru, wā, rima. Rākau up onto the top. We'll start opening up through the tinana. First one, keep the feet planted. Keep the upoko looking straight. More of a stretch, just push the front arm further across the front of you. You'll feel it stretch the back shoulder all through the chest. Tahi, tua, toru, wā, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Kapai, pivot off the back foot, turn the whole tinana. Follow the upoko, the eyes. Keep the body aligned so we don't pull anything. Just keeping ourselves straight, pivot off that back foot. Look after our waiwai. Toru, wā, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Bring our rākau back up over the top to our poho. Palms facing down. Find your stance. Mahi pēnei, push the rākau out to the side. Maui, watau, touch the poho. Pivot off the foot. Slight bend in the knees. And really sort of work your space. You're going to drop into more of a lower stance. Waru, iwa, te kau. Kapai, drive the rākau up. Opposite, the opposite leg. Mahi pēnei. You'll stretch through the tinana. Opening up through the back of the shoulders. Down through the ribs. Back into the lower back. Toru, wā, Rima, Ono, Pitu, Waru, Iwa, Tekau, right back to centre. Keep the palms facing down, pushing our ringa forward. Let your natural rhythm, movement of the tinana. So if you're standing up and rowing a waka, push the hands forward. Tahi, rua, opening up the shoulders, warming up through the back. Rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau, kapai, drive our elbows, draw the tinana and more. Push the elbows forward. Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. By bring our Ngākau parallel, horizontal, palms up. Right, one of our first ones. Gets to the point where you can draw the Rākau down, flick up. And start flowing through these movements to how you'll find your mahi. You keep this flow or flip the Rākau up. First one is to eyesight. Tahi, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau, kapai, pivot off the back foot, drive out wide, drive high. Tahi, rua, toru, make sure you pivot off the foot. Rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. Just if you're comfortable, drop into our level 3, drive through the Wairua, drop down. Tahi, push out through the thighs. Rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. Right, take the squat out, just come back to our level 2. Still drive high, just take the squat out. Toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. To level 1, just drive the Rākau to eye height. Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. Kapai, oi tamiki mua, right hand at the top, left hand, back and forwards, parallel feet, draw back, draw the Rākau back to the shoulder, Mahi pene, full extension on the arm. Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, tekau. Right, level 2 if you can, working through the Wairua. Drop down, full extension. Rākau, Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Really good one for opening the hope. Back to stage one. Tahi, ua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Right, we are Rākau, the back of the lower back, palms facing forward, pivot off the back foot. Mahi pēnei. Move that Rākau across your lower back. And slowly with your hands, rolling the Rākau up to the centre of the back until you become parallel with your forearms. Let's keep that pressure forward on the Rākau. There's a lot of stuff through the back. Slowly roll the Rākau back down. All the way back down to the lower back. Toru, rua, tahi. Right, next one. Drive the Rākau lower into the hope. Tahi, rua, toru, wha, rima, ono, whitu, waru, iwa, te kau. Beautiful. Now Rākau back around to the front. Palms facing down, draw our Rākau up to our poho. Roll the wrist back. Exhale the breast, push the Rākau out. Roll the wrist forward. Inhale. Aki waho. Hiroto. Waho. The breath, pull the whole tinana. Hiroto. Waho. Roto. Waho. 3 more. Aki roto. Aki waho. Hiroto. Waho. Aki roto. Aki roto. Right, bring our Rākau up above the upopo. Feet a little bit wide apart. Just to where you can. Just to Kimau, just to the side. As far as you can. Take all through the side. Tinana all the way down into the hope. Toru, rua, tahi, centre. The whiti. Just to the side you can. Stretch and hold that space just as far as you can. Rima, wha, toru, rua, tahi. Back up to centre. Bring our feet together. Bring your hands together in your Rākau. Centre your hands. Mahi anō to the side. As far as you can. Stretch all the way through the tinana. In those spaces. Rima, wha, toru, rua, tahi. Back up to centre. Haki roto. Haki waho. Ki matau. Down through the other side. Feet are together. Keep the hands together. As far as you can go. Rima, wha, toru, rua, tahi. The centre. Just leaning back as far as you can go. It's coming back. Just to open up all through the front, just as far as you can go, just to your ability, just to where you feel comfortable. Mahi, Rua, Oru, Whā, Rima, back up to centre. Just bring our Rākau all the way to papa. Don't let the Rākau go. Just below papa. Just let yourself hang. All the weight, pulling the stretch all the way through the back, through the lower back, into the back of the legs. Just to your ability, just to where your tinana allows you to go in each time. Let's try a little bit further, slowly warming and opening the tinana up. Rima, Whā, Oru, Ua, Tahi. Beautiful. Bring our Rākau up. You palm down, right palm up. Close the eyes, just feel your space. Deep breath in. Akiwa. Just feel your space. Akiroto. Akiwa. Modalities, ki te tahoro, te pupui tākiri tue, ka pawhauri, ka pawhaki, ka pāke, ki te rau toroka, ki te whenua, he reo matahi, e kuaro, e puti, te rau, te whate taimara, ka reo, ki o mātu, tu, te tauri, ki te rau, te poirena, tu, te māro, te kāpenga, hei, ko mairangi, au i oi. Mātu, te kora, te kua, te hune, ki hara, te tūna, te ki te whakai, te ki te māre, te ko mairangi, te hene, te puake, tanga. E rea tono, te tūna, te ki te karu, e tāki, te whiru, kua, te rangi, pau, tia, ki te ahui, hia, ka tāpene, aere, reina, rei, hine, no, tu, e hamurangi, te tōtua, atu, pai, kōha, te tūra, ki te whira, ki te tūne, te amanua. Rā, ki koutou, hei ohorangi, te whirero mai, o te tika, ki tauri, mai, te pōhoi, kore, te pārina, o tāne. Te pūkore, e tamarangi, putero, te awe, te whairangi, ka mātiki, o horiku, nau, e take, ka tui, ka tui, te here. E tangata, e tangata, e tangata. Kua peki te a whakatā. A mihi ana ki a koe te katoa. Moto ihi rangarangi I tēnei ata. Just for your vibration this morning into our space. Beautiful to see everybody this morning. Again, just to reflect on our kōrero. Just about creating some gratitude. You know, something a little bit different with some of our breathing, creating attitude before gratitude, attitude as well, but gratitude before it arrives. A lot of the times we get into those places where we wait for things to get here, then pay gratitude. Really trying to find spaces where we pay gratitude before it gets here, paying gratitude into our visions, where we place ourselves, where we see ourselves. And again, Kahutia, thank you for sharing pūrākau and the mahi, you know, all of those pūrākau that we gather between ourselves really help each other to sort of lift, generate into better spaces. Welcome to the middle of the week. I hope everyone has an awesome week, awesome day. We will see you all on Friday. Kia pai te rā koutou. Beautiful to see everybody. Mauri.